On a more serious note, hundreds of people are picking up the pieces from last night's flooding. Many of them face the heartache of seeing homes damaged and property destroyed.
Yeah, one big question looming in many minds will be how and what can be claimed on insurance. For the Inside View, we're joined now by insurance expert Willard Wright. Good evening.
Good evening.
Busy day?
Very busy day, yes.
I can imagine
yes.
so. OK, let's start with homeowners or business owners. If your property was damaged, what should you be doing right now?
Well, people should be very proactive. You can't rely on the insurance companies necessarily, so you should really take steps to protect your property, protect your business, protect your livelihood. And for that reason, you can notify your insurers, and you should notify your insurers and keep them informed, but you need to take steps to protect your property. You need to take the water out of the property. You should get hold of flood restoration companies. There are local companies who are recognised by insurers and they can assist you. And you should also try and recover as much property as you can, as quickly as you can.
It's all about being proactive.
It is, yeah, it is about being proactive. The insurers are there to help you at the end, and they're able to pay the bills at the end, but they can't send people out to help you. They haven't got the resources for that. You've got to do it yourself. Let's
talk about cars now, and of course an awful lot of people had to abandon their cars. What's the danger that insurance companies might regard them as being reckless in doing that and not want to pay out?
Yeah, well, there's two parts to this. One is, if you deliberately drove through deep water and you had to abandon your car because it became waterlogged, the insurers could certainly contest the claim with you. The other issue is, of course, that most motor insurance policies have an exclusion of mechanical or electrical breakdown, and the water has caused that. But the issue here is that the insurers on this particular occasion will regard these claims as accidental damage if you've driven through water and you've had to abandon your car, particularly as a lot of people, it was sudden, it was unforeseen, and suddenly their car was swamped, and the cars, if the legacy is there to again this morning, cars are everywhere.
So there's no danger that car owners might have to actually demonstrate that they did the right thing?
I don't think the insurers will ask for that on this occasion. The insurers might show a little bit of sympathy towards people who've lost their cars. People are going to lose a no-claims discount if they've got a private car policy. The scale is they'll lose 2 years of no-claims discount. If it's a motor fleet and it's a company car, it's unlikely that it will affect the premiums. But for everybody else, it will if they make a claim. Insurers
showing a bit of sympathy. You do have a heart, do you?
I'm not an insurer. I work for the company. I work for the public and the businesses. But yeah, and I think on this occasion the insurers will try and help.
Now, sadly, we've seen some serious flooding in the last couple of years. We think back to West Cumbria. There's been cases in Carlisle, in Morpeth. What has the insurance industry, if anything, learnt from this?
I don't think the insurance industry's learnt very much, really. We're still under-resourced in dealing with claims handling. The insurance industry certainly tries to help people. They're a bit more sympathetic and they certainly pay claims more promptly. But this circumstance that we had last night was like a 1 in 100 years incident. Mm-hmm. You had so much rain in such a short period of time in such a localised area. There's not much you can do about that. And so the public have just to look after themselves. They have to be proactive on these occasions. And there's not been mass hysteria. People have been able to cope with it quite well.
And briefly, is this likely to affect people's premiums if they have to claim?
Yeah, that's a good point. The Environment Agency have mapping, and it's usually around watercourses, rivers. So this won't affect that at all. But people's postcode, particularly on home insurance, might be affected. But it's unlikely from one storm that the whole of a postcode area will be blighted, and therefore it's unlikely that people's premiums will rise. Although again, on home insurance, not on business insurance, but on home insurance, there may be an element of loss of no claims discount.
Well, many thanks. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I hope you found that information of use.